Hello there everyone, welcome to my channel. Your fluffy armchair Admiral Latur is back with some more hot ship action. Last time we've been having some fun playing ship that we've obtained by using developer console. Today however, we'll be playing normal academy missions without using developer tools. In this episode of Lots of Guns, I'm going to focus only on torpedoes. We'll be looking at two missions today. First, torpedo basics, where our goal will be to perform a torpedo attack on an old and sluggish heavy warship, and torpedo the Dreadnoughts, where our task will be to perform a torpedo attack and hopefully sink a more modern battleship. So let's get started. In this mission, our goal is to destroy a slow battleship with torpedoes. We will be building a torpedo boat or boats, depending if we can manage with the funds given, and we will have about 25 minutes to sink enemy battleship. From additional information, we know is that enemy will never retreat and that enemy will have a max of 10-inch armor. Meaning that our only weapon that can actually deal damage to him will be torpedoes. We won't get that big of a guns. We can go for several different bonuses in that mission. We can go for more tubes per launcher, which will decrease torpedo launcher's weight and allow us to launch more torpedoes per reload. We can go for torpedo propulsion, which will greatly increase the range, speed, accuracy of our torpedoes and give us some extra component. We can go for more balanced tech, which will give us much less of a range, accuracy and speed bonus for torpedoes, but will give us even more advanced tech. Or we can go for more funds and be able to eventually squeeze in much more stuff on our ship or build additional ships. I think we will go with let's go with optimized torpedo propulsion this time, and we will be using superior torpedo range, speed and damage to actually slowly wear enemy down from large distance. Eventually when we manage to succeed in disabling his engines, in flooding his compartments and slowing him down, we will just get up close and finish him off with a couple of accurate torpedo salvos. That will be our strategy for this one, and let's try to build appropriate ship that will allow us to do so. So let's look at our ship. We don't have too much armor because it's a torpedo boat. We won't be investing in our armor at all. As you can see, we don't have any on our ship. We don't have any other hulls that we can select. So let's focus on main tower. That's the only tower we need for this type of ship. We can go either for advanced tower 1, which will greatly improve our accuracy. It will give us some aiming speed. However, that won't affect torpedo tubes at all, or at least not in that much of a degree to over invest into very expensive module. So let's go for tower 2 instead. It will still give us some nice bonuses to accuracy and torpedo spotting and so on, but it won't cripple our finances that much. Next up, we need to install some funnels. We don't have too much variety, and looking at parameters, the most expensive one doesn't look so attractive. So let's try to squeeze two of these. That looks awesome. Let's check statistics, how much engine efficiency we got. It doesn't look so good. What shall we do? Let's try a different funnel and let's see if they got better parameters for us. These doesn't look good. Maybe these ones. They took a lot of space and the change wasn't worth it. Let's go back to the first ones. They seem to offer best value for money. It's really hard choice. Maybe second one. No, it wasn't the best. Okay, let's go back to the first ones. We should have enough space to install like 1 or 2 torpedo launchers. Let's experiment with different engines. This one, yeah, it should reduce some weight. We can't get better fuel. Okay, induced engines, that boosted efficiency a bit. Let's reduce bulkheads to minimum. We won't need them. We don't need range. Let's try to increase speed, and let's make speed our armor. In fact, the more we have, the less accurate enemy guns will be. Let's take more torpedoes. Let's try to take biggest torpedoes possible, and let's go for electric ones. They will allow us to stick more away from the target, from the enemy, which will further reduce accuracy of their guns. When it comes to main guns, as you've probably noticed, I'm already browsing through them. We don't have too much variety. We can go for 2, 3 or 4 inch guns. None of these will allow us to actually penetrate the target's armor. So let's go for the lightest option. 2-inch guns should be sufficient just to be able to launch this ship. We don't need to worry too much about that. Our biggest fear is torpedo tubes. We got single launchers, so let's try to stick maybe 2 of them. That looks beautiful. We are a little bit overweight. Let's see if we can save some extra weight. Maybe let's take light ammunition. Change wasn't too much. Let's take less ammunition. I'm afraid we will have to. Really hard choice. Okay, let's reduce speed and get that extra few tons. That looks good for me. I guess I'll stick with it. Alright, it looks like we are more or less ready. We'll be able to launch 2 torpedo boats, and I believe that's as much as our money can buy, and hopefully that will be enough for us to sink that battleship. He shouldn't be too much of a problem for us. Let's double check the statistics. It doesn't look that bad. The only fear I got is that enemy will score that 1 or 2 lucky shots, and he will basically put those torpedo boats to the sea bottom, because as you will notice, if we will have occasion during this mission, enemy will definitely have large enough guns to actually sink our torpedo boats with just a single lucky hit. And having only 2 of them is not giving us that much of an edge. We should still be able to win this. So it's gonna be Austro-Hungarian Empire with 2 torpedo boats against Empire of Japan. Sounds like interesting battle. Let's get started. At the very beginning, I will switch my torpedoes, maybe. No, let's leave them normally. I will just detach destroyers from the group, because they are completely awful, and I don't want them to go in the same direction. If possible, I will try to attack this battleship from 2 different sides, so that if he manages to destroy one of torpedo boats with a lucky shot, he will have to wait for his turrets to actually traverse to the other side of the ship. Let's increase the speed a little bit, because we would have to wait for too long for torpedo tubes to reload. We don't need to play on the slowest speed. Enemy battleship starts to scoring some close shots. Hopefully he will keep missing us. Okay, another salvo out. Wow, that was close, or at least that's how it looks like. Let's start maneuvering a little bit to drop off his accuracy, and let's move the other torpedo boats a bit closer to increase our chances to hit. Wow, that was another close one. I'm really scared every time enemy battleship is actually firing his main guns, because that might be the end of that torpedo boat. We missed our first torpedo salvo, which is pretty unfortunate. Hopefully we will hit the next one. If we manage to score one lucky hit and disable his engine, that will definitely give us a huge edge. As you can hear, small arms are peppering each other, but we are not really getting any hit results. We scored some, as far as I can see. However, it's just 2-inch guns. They will most likely bounce off enemy armor and deal no damage at all. Enemy just switched his attention towards other torpedo boat. Okay, we got our first hit, and this one was lucky one. We just basically disabled 2/3 of enemy's engine, caused serious flood. That looks really good for us. Let's try to reduce the distance and increase our chances to actually hit with next salvo. Let's keep maneuvering with the torpedo boat that he's focused on. We should be able to soon catch him from both directions, and that will definitely allow us to successfully sink him. He doesn't look so good already. Another torpedo salvo fired. That one should definitely hit him. It's not the best angle, but we should be able to hit him. Okay, that looks really good. It's pretty much kicking at dead men right now. Unless enemy battleship scores a lucky hit. We are... oh, that was a close one. Yeah, as long as enemy is not scoring a hit on our torpedo boats, we should be able to finish him off really quick and carry on with the second mission. As you can see, just because enemy wasn't fast enough and our torpedoes could be fired from a very long range, it was pretty one-sided battle so far. Enemy managed to score a couple of lucky secondary battery hits on our destroyers, hence why we've taken some damage, because we don't have any armor at all. But if enemy would actually hit any of our torpedo boats with main battery guns, that would be the end of those torpedo boats. We've just launched an attack from pretty much both sides. Enemy is not going to be able to avoid it, and hopefully that attack will be able to finish him off. First 2 hits have been scored. They are really good. Okay, 3rd hit, we managed to miss only 1 of 4 torpedoes that were launched. At this point, enemy seems to be pretty much done for. He's seriously flooded, about 60%, 70% basically. Yeah, he's done for. Another torpedo salvo should definitely finish him off. He ended up having only 20% of his floatability left. Let's just swing our ships around. Let's wait for torpedo tubes to reload and pray for the best that enemy won't score any lucky hits on us. We still got 3 torpedoes in our magazines. It should be more than enough to finish him off if we score at least 1 good hit on him. Okay, torpedoes out. Let's just wait few seconds. Another torpedo was launched from the south. It looks like a kicking dead man. Yeah, two floodings. He's done for 7%, 6, 5, 4, 3. Yeah, 2. Come on, there he is. All right, so that was our first mission. It was a huge success, as you could see. Enemy basically couldn't hit us, so let's carry on. Let's try to torpedo the Dreadnoughts. This time we will be attacking a more modern version of battleship. He will be faster. He will have 10-inch max armor. We will have 60 minutes, much more funds, so we will be able to build a bit more torpedo boats or destroyers. Same as previously, we can go for more torpedo tubes. We can go for optimized torpedo propulsion, balanced techs, or more funds. So, what shall we choose? Let's go for torpedo propulsion again. Last time it worked. This time it should work as well. We will go with similar tactics. However, this time it might be a bit more difficult. So this time we got 2 hulls. We can go for destroyers and build 5 of them, or we can go for torpedo boats that are lighter and cheaper. And we can initially build 27 of them. Obviously, as we keep installing stuff on them, we won't be able to build as much as 27. I think if we get 7 or 8, it would be nice. Let's get increased torpedo from increased torpedo ammo. Let's get bigger torpedoes. Pretty much similar stuff that we did last time. This time we can select better gunpowder, which is also a bit lighter and more effective. It still won't affect our guns' performance that much, but it might help us cause some fires. We won't go with advanced front tower 2. Now let's go for the smallest one. Yep, that will give us a lot of free space, and tower is not affecting accuracy that much. From previous mission we should remember that, yeah, I think standard funnel, yeah, they are too big. Standard funnel should be more than sufficient. Good. 52% engine efficiency. If we drop the range down, if we upgrade our engines, let's see, no more fuel, better boilers. Okay, that's 100% engine efficiency, more than I could ask for. Let's increase the speed. Uh, 30 knots sounds like a plan. We've dropped engine efficiency a little bit, but that's best as we can go for. Let's double check. 19-inch torpedoes, electric propulsion, white powder, increased torpedo ammunition, reduced ammunition, light shells. Looks really good to me. Let's keep it that way. Do we? Come on, come on. Yeah, everything is good. This time we can install double tube launchers. So let's try to squeeze 2, maybe 3. Nah, that will be too heavy. Yeah, we are already overweight. Let's think how we can reduce some weight. Let's drop the speed down a little bit. And well, we can build 6 torpedo boats, as you can see, so it's less than we've planned. Ship looks pretty balanced. I don't think we need to change anything else. We got 2-inch gun, we got some modules installed, everything looks perfectly fine. 57.4 engine efficiency. It's not the best, but well, let's go for it. This time it will be much harder, enemy will be much more accurate, so we will definitely suffer some losses. However, we will try to stick with same tactics as last time. So we will split our fleet as soon as the battle starts. We will eventually try to attack enemy from 2 directions at least. So let's start detaching our destroyers. First torpedoes has been launched already. It's pretty soon. However, if we manage to score a good hit right from the get-go, that will definitely give us some good head start. Okay. To be fair, I really don't like when my forces start in this type of formation, because it all gets mixed up and different ships can't fire torpedoes. Anyway, let's send three torpedo boats to northwest and 3 torpedo boats to northeast, and hopefully attack enemy from 2 directions. There's more torpedoes being fired. Right now we will have to just wait, use our superior speed to maneuver around enemy. He doesn't seem to be shooting at us yet, so let's speed up the game. And let's wait. Why is he stopped? I'm not sure. Okay. So formations created. I can hear more torpedo launch as we go. Well, the most boring part of the mission is now starting. Let's slowly create tactical advantage as we are firing more and more torpedoes, and hopefully our first salvos will reach the target by now. No, they will miss. Okay, so first torpedo launch is definitely going to miss. Enemy retaliates with a first ranging shot. Let's try to change course as much as we can, so that it will be harder for his guns to actually score a hit. These one definitely can one-shot every single of those torpedo boats, so it is very important for us to keep an eye on the enemy. It appears that we are going to score first hit Oh, that was a close salvo, and we've scored a first hit and disabled his engine. That was a really good one, and it will definitely make our life much easier. Okay, so let's try to reduce the distance from the enemy a little bit. Let's try to go around him as well with northwest group. Northeast group is taking fire right now, which is good because as enemy have switched the target, his accuracy also dropped. More torpedoes are on the way. We should score at least two more hits, I believe. Yeah, that should be 2 more hits. Is it? No, we missed eventually. Alright, so 1 more hit. It wasn't as damaging as before. Northwest group is doing pretty well. Why is this torpedo going this direction? Well, maybe Tower 1 wasn't the best idea. Anyway, we keep filling the sea with our torpedoes, which is really good. Northeast group is doing really well in flanking maneuvers. Northwest group is a bit off their position. However, they should be able to perform a good attacks on targets. I think those torpedoes are going to miss. More torpedoes are being fired from eastern flank. That looks really good, and so far we haven't suffered any losses. We got huge advantage. However, torpedo boat 5 is getting a bit too close. Let's turn him around. We are actually taking a huge risk. At this range, enemy is pretty accurate, so we might expect next shot to hit. I think I've just heard ammo detonation. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Yes, as you can see, enemy scored one hit on us. That was probably a single shell hitting that torpedo boat, and basically half of it is completely devastated. We've lost 1 torpedo launcher, 2 engines. Wow. This poor bastard is pretty done for. As you can see, well, we were pretty lucky that we haven't sunk, but it doesn't look good. Couple of secondary hits on another of our torpedo boats, which already caused flooding. We managed to retaliate with good torpedo hits. Well, that battle is starting to get excited. As you've probably noticed, torpedo boat 4 got hit by a single secondary battery shell, and that single flooding basically took half of our floatability bar. That's how easy it is for enemy to actually kill those torpedo boats. If enemy would be maneuvering so that he can keep his accuracy up, probably much more of our torpedo boats would be sunk by this moment. We've just lost 1, which isn't bad. I used to play this mission having way worse performance. We keep scoring small hits on enemy. We managed to disable another of his engine, which is slowing down even further. Another 2 torpedoes. It looks like they are going to hit. Enemy fired a torpedo upon us. We will try to outrun it. It looks like we might. However, if we get hit by it, that's pretty much torpedo boat 1 done for. Is he going to? No, we will have to turn. I'm not sure if we will make it to avoid this torpedo boat to manage to go in wrong direction. I completely forgot about him. Right, torpedo boat 3, a nice flanking maneuver with outrun enemy. We basically can attack this poor bastard from every single direction. Torpedo boat 5 seems to be holding up somehow, which is good. That's another 2 tubes that can be fired onto enemy. We do have heavy advantage, and at this point I believe we will successfully finish this mission. We will be able to... Oops, we eventually got hit, but yeah, we just got hit by that torpedo. So we've lost another torpedo boat, which was my mistake. However, we still got huge advantage over enemy. He suffered heavy damage. His engines are disabled. He's just getting completely wrecked by several torpedo hits, and I believe this might be enough to get, yeah, that was enough to get rid of him. We were quite lucky. He had just a few bulkheads, which didn't give him enough protection. However, that is mission completed. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. That was yeah, that was really good rounds. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope that it was entertaining enough for you. Stay tuned for more hot ship action coming from me in the near future. I'm not sure when I will upload the next video, because I have a full-time job, and unfortunately I need to split my attention between recording new materials, between editing that materials, and eventually getting those movies rendered and uploaded onto YouTube, and my regular full-time job, which is consuming even more and more time right now, as Christmas time is coming. And due to nature of the business that I work for, unfortunately I will have to spend much more time at work in this month. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to my channel. Hit that notification bell button if you want to get informed about my new uploads. And if you have any thoughts, any comments, feel free to share them down below this video. Stay tuned, and bye bye. Latter out.